we're just here, we just want your side of the story of what happened. That's the only thing we want, you know. There's a couple of guys we know that's been stabbed, okay? So we just want your side of the story of what happened, all right? Because there's always two sides to every story. You know what I mean? And we just want you to tell us what exactly happened there. Please, you can just hold off right now.
Okay. And I know he was explaining, but basically this is how it goes. We got the whole and all the witnesses. We're looking at you. You got blood all over you. We know you're involved in something. We don't know how it started. We got like one side of it. We got their side of what happened. Okay. We're here to get you.
Do they have surveillance cameras for the parking lot?
Yes, they do. Okay. But unfortunately for you, the surveillance cameras only cover the front half of the parking lot. The area where you were, no. Okay. The area where the fight occurred, no. So we got their stories, we got the people working there stories.
People working there saying.
Again, I will. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. But I'm just, I'm just laying this out for you. We got those stories. We got your girlfriend over here. We're gonna talk to her.
You got her now?
Yeah, she's here. And we get everybody's side of what happened. I mean, it's not that difficult.
It's not difficult at all.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay. First, before I let you do that, I have to read you your rights. Okay, because this is a crime, and you do have rights. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to read those to you. Our whole intentions are to get your side, so we have both sides. Don't just arrest. I don't arrest a person just to be arresting because somebody said this happened. I try to look at both sides. Okay.
All right, then arrested.
Okay. You had a right. Well, you hadn't been taken over to the jail yet. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You had a right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, as I was saying, my whole intention here is to get your girlfriend's side. I'm gonna get your side. I got their side of what happened. I don't know what started this. They are really pretty vague on what started this.
Of course.
Okay. So what we're here is to get the whole story. Okay. And with that in mind, do you want to tell us what happened?
We spoke inside the club.
I mean, y'all met inside the club?
Me and one of the guys. I don't know the name. He got tattooed.
Can you describe it?
Light skinned kid tattoo on his neck. No.
What about his hair? Did he have long hair, short hair?
It looked like some kind of braid thing.
Like braids coming to the sides, you think?
No, I think it was more going up. Couldn't really remember. It was like real brief. I met him going out the door.
Okay. That's when you're leaving?
When we were leaving at the end of the night.
I said right before you exit, you met him? Okay. And what transpired there?
No, he was just questioning me about chicks, because my girl calls me daddy, and we was playing around talking to the dancers did, and I was like, my girl calls me daddy. He was like, oh, you got hoes, and I was like, nah, why you think that because somebody called me daddy that I got hoes, and then he just gave me a bad vibe, but I was just like, leave him. So I went outside. And I guess they was plotting on me or something.
And when you say they, how many?
I mean, I seen them with at least 3-4 other guys.
Okay, and were they all outside the club when you got out, or were they?
Well, I was getting in my car, and they was getting in the car, a couple of car measures away from me.
What kind of car?
What kind of car were they getting in? I don't know. I wasn't watching all that. I just heard them say something like, oh, you see, he got the security around him, and he grabbed his girl and he left. And he called me a player before, so I figured it was just going to be a conversation. So, I mean, basically, he said that, and I was like, kind of thrown off, like, they was kind of laughing, so I was like, maybe I said, talk a little shit, So I didn't exactly get in the car. I walked to the back of my car, but one of the guys started walking toward me fast. Then I caught the vibe, like, hold up, this guy looks like he wants to fight.
Is this the same one you were talking to inside?
No, this is just a different one. A big, heavy set one, right? They all
How was
big.
he, you recall how he was dressed?
He had a white tank top on. I know that much.
White tank top?
Yeah, I think he had a black shirt over it, but it was open at the top. Anyway, or something like that.
Okay, and as he approached you, what happened?
As he approached me, he looked like he was ready to fight. And that's when I said, hold up. I said, we're not gonna fight.
Where are you at this time?
Standing at the trunk of my car.
So you were getting in your car and you came around to the trunk area?
Yeah, cause but I didn't realize his friend was gonna come over there.
So you were actually like in conversation or?
Well, I heard what he said and I was getting ready to say, hey, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of girls that go around, whatever, talk shit, whatever, But then I seen this boy rushing towards me like, like I said, man. So then the boy comes to me and I'm telling this boy like, yo, there ain't gonna be no fighting or none of that shit, right? My girl's already sitting in the car because I unlocked the door for her. And all of a sudden he hit me, boom. Like he came up to me and he just hit me, boom. And I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? So I tried to back him up a little bit. And
Now, when this guy hit you, did he hit you in the face?
yeah, he hit me in the face kind of, but I kind of like moved a little bit. And it still hit me in the face though, He still hit me in the face. Anyway, boom, and I was dizzy after that. Like,
Had you had anything to drink?
I had a drink.
How many different drinks?
1, 2. I mean, one. As a matter of fact, I only had one.
What was it?
Heineken.
Heineken beer?
Mm-hmm.
Had you had anything, smoke anything, any drugs that would alter your?
No, I didn't have any. No drugs. Anyway.
Okay, so your recollection is clear what happened?
Up until the point where, the kid was banging me around like a rag doll. Understand?
This is the kind of stoutish one?
Huh?
This is the one that's stout, the first one?
Yeah, but all of them was bigger than me.
Okay. So he hits you?
He hit me, bam.
You trying to get space?
Well, what it was like, he hit me, and it was automatically a fight. Like, so I tried to, like, swing and back him off, and then I was thinking, like, I'm gonna have to hit this guy in his head. So I tried to hit him, and then, I seen the other guys coming, and that's when I had a pocket knife. I pulled it out.
Where was that?
Where was the pocket knife?
In your front pocket?
It was in my back pocket. I had originally told them that it wasn't mine, but it was. Then after that, I couldn't remember nothing because the guy had me by my shirt, and one of the big guys had me by my shirt. Because one guy came up, I remember that, and I was like, I looked at him, he didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, this guy's not fighting. And I said it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just, boom, turned around. And I remember, matter of fact, yeah, my girl got out the car because they was jumping on me.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to push them off of me, like, yo, get off of him, get off of him, And
did you see any of the workers or the bouncers or anything out
I couldn't see nobody. Actually, I couldn't see nobody. I was blacked out. During the whole process, I was trying to grab, I was getting hit so many times, I was trying to grab focus, but I was still swinging with the knife.
Okay.
And that was it. That's all I could remember. That's all I could remember except for...
Let me ask you this, how many times do you think those guys hit you? If you had to...
Damn. I don't know. It was different people hit me at different times, but there was just one guy who really had me.
Mm-hmm.
He really had me by my shirt. He must have hit me like real hard. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know it was way more.
Was he the first one that came at you?
Huh?
The one that had you by the shirt. Is he the first one that came at you or one of the others?
I think he was the other guy. I think, yeah, he was another guy, because he was the one, I think he was the one who I said is not fighting. And I turned around, turned my back on him. And then he was like,